best thing about a road trip is road food.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Oh my God.
Good.
From roadside barbecue with an Asian twist
Off the chain.
My lips are kind of on fire right now.
to Creole-Caribbean cuisine.
Oh, that is so good.
Out of this world.
Overbite your appetite.
And a country star's back road breakfast.
Probably your caloric intake for the day, but awesome.
Pile it all up in a big pile. I mean, what do you say?
Pull over and fill up. On the highways and byways of the South, the classic Roadhouse cuisine is barbecue. And in the shadow of Atlanta's Perimeter Highway, one little barbecue shack is famous for classics like traditional Texas brisket. But the unique flavor will make you say, "Mas es soyo."
We're the first place to ever do Korean-influenced American barbecue.
Owners Cody Taylor and Jeon Lee met in culinary school while they were both changing lanes in their lives. Korean pop star Jeon was trading the stage for a spatula, and Cody decided to pursue meat instead of medical school. Their love of traditional cooking brought them together.
There's a lot in common in Korean food and Southern food.
Preservation. Smoking was a way to preserve meat.
Preserving vegetables, like a pickling. We make kimchi.
Even when you're creating flavor fusions, the benchmark of any great barbecue is its brisket.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Oh my God.
And heirloom raises the bar.
Here we have our miso injection, which essentially comes off a miso soup. Put a little bit of ginger, a little bit of clove, and a little bit of black pepper, and some beef broth. And that will add a little bit of seasoning and also acts as the tenderizer for the brisket.
Now that the inside's full of flavor, the outside gets slathered in spices.
But we smoke paprika, add a little bit of cumin and chili powder to it also, and some Korean red pepper flake.
The briskets get 12 hours to bask in their tasty rubs, and then spend a whole day soaking up smoke before they're heirloom quality and melt in your mouth tender.
It's time to go in and slice it up, get some of our sides. You see the seasoning kind of turns into that nice bark. You get that nice miso soup and brisket fat just kind of seeping through there. See the juice?
It gets Korean accented southern sides, collard greens with miso and Korean pepper flakes, and mac and cheese made with rice wine vinegar. And a delicious drizzle of one of the house-made sauces.
Here we go. The only Korean American barbecue you're gonna find in the South.
It's like butter. Makes me want to bathe in it.
The bark on this is perfect. It's crunchy. It's got the right amount of spices, and you can taste the miso and some of the other spices that are in it. I mean, it gives it a whole nother kick that you wouldn't expect.
It's like a little Southern Korean cow baby that I just love.
If you're seeking more spice, perhaps a pile of pork will suffice. Heirloom Spicy Korean Pork Sandwich. No slow smoking here. To cook quickly, the pork shoulders are sliced. She rubs them down with a traditional spicy sauce.
This is gochujang, and it's spicy and also some sweet. Kind of ancho chili kind of flavor. It really goes well with the hickory smoke.
The pork goes from smearing to smoking.
We cook this one in around 225 to 250. It's gonna be finished in 2 hours.
She's gonna be piling this pork onto a sandwich, so Jeon chops the meat into bite-sized pieces.
It reminds me like Korean barbecue.
Then there's a toss with more spicy sauce.
Korean barbecues are very heavy sauce. So there's a gochujang sauce, a sweet chili sauce, and another spicy sauce, really juicy and pack of flavor.
The sandwich is a cross-cultural layer cake, a potato bun underneath, spicy kimchi coleslaw on top, pickled cucumber, and a sprinkle of sesame seeds.
My lips are kind of on fire right now. It's definitely good and tasty and something different.
Off the chain.
The Korean kimchi has a lot of flavors. The coleslaw complements the sandwich. This is an incredible sandwich.
We have different background, different history, experience, all melted together. It creates heirloom.
It's definitely worth the trip to come down here, for sure.
Spicy, smoky, and totally unique. For Atlantans, that's worth a detour. There's no better place to get your kicks or make that chicks than on Route 66. And there's no better Route 66 pit stop than Del Rey's Chicken Basket in Willowbrook, Illinois. It's right near the end of Route 66's California to Chicago path.
Roadside restaurants usually provide really good comfort food. You're gonna find some atmosphere. This building started as the nationally famous Chicken Basket in 1946. My father took over in 1963, and he added Del Rey's. I hope one day my granddaughter might take over. Flap our arms like this, up and down. Bok, 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 bok.
And the secret to the Chicken Basket's success is keeping things just the same.
I hope you're ready. We had a gentleman here who hadn't been here for 50 years, and he came in and said, I couldn't believe it. It's exactly the same. It's what I remembered. You took me back 50 years.
And for more than half a century, one dish has ruled the roost, the famous fried chicken.
This is a lot of chicken. It's over 200 pieces. Probably get us through a couple hours today. We're gonna season it so it brings out the natural flavors. It's regular salt. Overnight, it really makes it juicy and it really makes it tender for the next day. Would you like some chicken?
Could I maybe get it fried first?
When it comes to jerky chicken, 4 hands are better than 2. We have Chef Emmanuel. He is now putting the chicken in our enriched flour, and then he's gonna soak it in regular milk. My next step is we put it in the breadcrumbs, okay? That's all we do. No extra seasonings, just the regular salt that we brined the night before.
The deep fryer gives the chicken a crispy, crunchy crust. Slowly.
We cook our chicken for about 20-25 minutes, but the temperature is a secret. I can tell you that it's being cooked at a low temperature. It keeps the juices, it keeps the chicken nice and tender, very moist. We put the fries on the bottom of our baskets to get all that nice flavor from the chicken itself. It is the best thing in the world.
Renee also serves southern sides of coleslaw and freshly made buttermilk biscuits.
Our fried chicken basket is the ultimate roadside meal.
Best chicken ever. It's very juicy. Yeah, it's never dry. It's just great.
Juice is running down my chin. It's wonderful, flaky crust. Just bite right through it.
Just has this great taste, like a melt in your mouth taste.
You can't ask for more of a better chicken basket than fried chicken and fries at Del Rey's.
Del Rey's takes a diner classic and turns it into the most mouth-watering, magnificent mac and cheese you've ever seen. With jalapenos, smoked bacon, and green onions. Oh, and it's made from scratch.
Not only do we make our mac and cheese from scratch, we make it to order.
Renee starts with a thick bechamel sauce of flour, milk, and butter.
Bechamel is simple. It's what we add to it that makes it incredible. A little bit of paprika, it's dried mustard, salt, and pepper.
And then cheese. So much cheese. Sharp cheddar.
All right.
Tangy Asiago.
Nice Asiago.
Salty Parmesan. And creamy Gouda. But it's not full of flavor yet. He mixes the sauce with cooked macaroni and a triple header taste triumph of bacon, green onions, and jalapeno peppers. Because that looks so good, he does it all again. The bowl is almost overflowing with creamy cheese sauce, salty bacon, and spicy jalapenos. Wait, Renee, more cheese?
We're gonna top it off with our Monterey Jack and cheddar. It goes in the oven for 20 minutes at 375. Next time you're on Route 66, come on in and dig into our jalapeno mac and cheese.
Wow, that mac and cheese is amazing, creamy, cheesy, delicious. And bacon in there, too. You can't go wrong.
It's very creamy, a little bit spicy, a lot of nice cheese. I've had a ton of mac and cheese in my day, but this is by far the best I've ever had.
You can call it the Mother Road or the Will Rogers Highway. But by any name, Route 66 is a path to fried chicken perfection.
The next time you hit the road, gotta hit Route 66 and Del Rey's Chicken Shack. It's a no-brainer. Do it. You'll love it.
On Louisiana's Highway 61, about halfway between the Big Easy and Baton Rouge, you'll find the perfect place for roadside refreshment, La Place. And one place in particular, the legendary La Place Frost Stop.
The Frost Top was a chain until 1981. My grandfather built this in 1958 as an investment. My dad took over in 73, and he put me to work when I was 9.
Even back when La Place was a blink-and-you'll-miss-it country town, no one would miss the Frost Stop.
The mug is an icon around this area. Neon lights at night, you can see it from a long distance, and it's something that everybody looks for.
If you have a 14-foot mug on the roof, you better have good root beer inside.
They make this. This is homemade.
That's right. The Frost Stop makes soda from scratch.
This mat is where all of our root beer is made, 5,400 gallons of it a year.
And the perfect pairing with a frosty mug of root beer, the legendary Lotto Burger with onion rings.
This is the kind of food that's timeless. I'm starting with 3 of our 4-ounce lean burgers. And we're gonna put that on there to get them all nice and brown and pretty. They're gonna cook in their own happy grease, and that's where the flavor's gonna come out.
Happy grease. And here, the side dish isn't just a side show.
We're home of the Lotta Burger and Frosted Mug Root Beer, but the onion rings are really the biggest hit. First, you put them in ice cold water. It helps to make the onion rings crispy. And the seasoned flour is wheat flour with all sorts of seasonings, turmeric, and all sorts of good things. Double dredge, and then we're gonna put them into the fryer. The name Lotta Burger means just that. It's a whole Lotta Burger. And first thing we're gonna do is put our signature mayo mustard sauce, some nice crispy onions, lettuce, tomato, 3 pickles, and then we're gonna put the nice burger, and just like that.
Nice move.
I've done this before. I've done this since I was 9. And now it needs onion rings. We have Lotta Burgers and onion rings, and all we need is a frosty mug of root beer. You gotta try this.
Well, when I was about 11 or 12, I came in, placed that order for that first Lotta Burger, and it was delicious, and it's still delicious.
It's always cooked perfectly, and I love the fresh vegetables, the tomatoes and the lettuce, just the right amount of mayo.
This is, of course, my favorite. This is why I've been coming here for 60 years. Onion rings, Frost Stop's onion rings.
It is the best onion ring, hands down, in North America.
You know, when you bite it, it's got that crispiness, the onion's fresh. When I get the onion ring en vie, gotta come to Frost Stop.
Sorry, you're what?
En vie. That's Cajun for craving. You get an en vie.
Well, if you've got an envie for Louisiana's signature sandwich, the po' boy, the Frost Stop's po' boys are just as ginormous as the burgers, like the barbecued beef and sausage.
What makes our barbecue beef and sausage po' boy so special is we make our barbecue sauce in-house with 16 different ingredients, from Worcestershire sauce to mustard to ketchup to every other, well, 13 other ingredients. We're going to put the beef into the barbecue sauce.
What's even better than saucy beef? Deep-fried pork sausage.
Those are Varon sausage. It's all pork sausage. It's a smoked but mild flavor. It still has a little kick to it.
They come together into a saucy, spicy sandwich.
We're gonna put some nice barbecue beef on here, like that, and then add some sausage. That's some meat. Our barbecue beef and sausage po' boy. Double the meat, treat yourself.
Sausage is fried to a crisp, and when you bite into it, you can feel it cracking. And then the barbecue just complements the taste of it. It's messy and delicious, and you could probably enjoy it better if you were in the bathtub eating it.
With the smoked sausage and the barbecue beef, and everything's better with bacon, so I had to add bacon to it.
good.
There's no better bite on the bayou.
Every time I see the rotating spinning cup, I have to stop in and get a root beer and a burger.
Welcome to the Frost Stop.
We're gonna make a stop at a culinary crossroads where Creole, Caribbean, and comfort foods merge. Minneapolis. In the historic neighborhood of Marcy Homes, a former service station is home to Brasa Premium Rotisserie.
Creole, Caribbean, meat, the veggies, everything you'd want.
It is stick to your ribs comfort food. Good stuff.
Owners Alex and Margot Roberts were inspired by flavors they found on their travels.
Little places in Mexico, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. These little tiny roadside places that are just timeless and are just delicious. That inspired Brasa.
It's right off the freeway. You can make it here in no time and get back on the road.
And then they have this wonderful comfort food when they get home.
27,000 chickens fly the coop from Brasa's kitchen every year, thanks to a recipe that began close to home, rotisserie chicken.
Margot was pregnant with our second child, and we started testing the recipes at home. Remember that?
Yeah, it made me very happy. I was the official taste tester. We ate a lot of chicken.
So we have these beautiful farm chickens from a local farm. They've been brined in a mixture of water, salt, brown sugar, a little bit of vinegar, and some different spices. And these prongs that hold the birds in place. If they don't get tight, then the chickens will spin versus turn. Nice and tight. So we have an adobo-style dry rub. So we call it a Creole dry rub, which is styled after the Caribbean adobos, mainly garlic, onion, some oregano, some cumin. With the brine and the rub together, great, really great flavor.
Time to get those chickens rolling on the rotisserie.
It's a ceramic brick that's taking the heat from the gas and then it's radiating that up to the meat. All right, these chickens are gonna dance now. It's just turning it, evenly, and then that slowly, the heat's going to the chicken. It's gonna be about 2 hours, a little more than 2 hours in here, maybe 350, 400 degrees.
Alex chops the cooked chickens, and they get some sides for the road. Yellow rice and black beans.
Of course, with every chicken order, green sauce. Mayonnaise, cilantro, lime, a little red chili paste, and some other things I can't tell you about. Our rotisserie chicken, yellow rice, black beans, and our signature green sauce, ultimate comfort food.
The chicken is out of this world. I could eat it all day. It's moist, it's got great flavor, and you taste the flavor all the way through.
Oh, everything looks so good.
I love how the skin is so crispy. It just melts in your mouth as soon as you eat it.
Juicy, so many flavors, but not overdone. This is perfect.
This green sauce is addictive. It's all over my chicken, and I'm gonna pour it all over everything else pretty soon.
You can eat it straight. I mean, it's so easy. Just to eat that stuff straight there, right?
Oh, that is so good.
There's more to this Roadhouse than a rotisserie. The pulled pork is also good enough to pull over for. Saucy, slow-cooked butts.
Seriously, pork butts come from the pork shoulder. It is the fatty part of the shoulder. I'm still not sure why they call them butts, but that's it. So our slow-roasted pork marinade starts with salt and pepper. A really important part is this sofrito. It's our onion, green pepper, garlic, oregano, and this is a real base for a lot of our cooking. We have our pork rub, which is another version of adobo. A bunch of garlic and some more onion. We already have those ingredients in the sofrito. We want to add more of that. And then in the end, some olive oil and some water. It's almost like a really thick salad dressing.
The shoulders spend 24 hours soaking up the sauce, and then smoke low and slow, 200 degrees for 12 hours, until they're amazing.
It looks beautiful. It smells even better. Hope it busts your appetite. We're gonna add a little of our mojo sauce. We use orange and lime to create the flavor of sour orange, a little bit of cumin, onion and garlic in there as well. This is our slow roasted pork with crispy yuca and our signature green sauce. Pull over and have some. It is so good. I've been cooking this for 10 years here and eating it for 10 years, and I never get tired of it. It is absolutely delicious.
The slow roasted pork is juicy, flavorful, not overdone with spices.
The seasonings they have on it, the moistness to it, it's delicious.
You can really taste like the lime coming out of it, and it pairs really well with the green sauce and the yuca there.
The mojo sauce has got this a little bit of tartness, but then it has that kind of rich creaminess from the garlic. It's really, really tasty.
When you have a comfort food craving, pull into Brasa Premium Rotisserie.
Taste one bite of this food. It's going to make you feel like you're at home no matter where you're from.
Southern Californians spend a lot of time in their cars, but at the Pacific Coast Highway in Santa Monica, they take a break for big burgers, unique flavors, and a one-of-a-kind experience.
It's not just a restaurant, it is a roadside attraction.
Patrick's Roadhouse is just a fun, quirky little place, like on the side of PCH.
This is what good food should be all about. Like, part of the community, been here forever. Bill Fischler started this place. They asked him, why did you paint this building this color? And he said, you're talking about it, ain't you?
My father ran it from '73, from the time he opened it, and he was clearly the entertainment. He would sing opera. I'm now the entertainment, but I do not sing opera.
The only thing more memorable than Patrick's facade is its food, like the best-selling Clover Burger with a surprising spread, peaches.
Let's make some burgers. Half-pound Angus beef burgers. Here we go. Salt and pepper. I'm not telling you what this is. All right, I'm gonna tell you what it is. You ready? Yeah. It won't come out, sorry. This has been a secret for 44 years, and the only one who knows the secret is the guy who's been working here for 44 years. The crust on the Angus beef always looks like this, a little bit dark, and it adds such a nice flavor. It's just incredible. We're gonna add hand-cut sharp cheddar cheese. The potatoes arrived this morning. They come from the local farmers just up in Ventura. Drop them in about 5 minutes. They come out golden brown, tasting incredible. What we do is we're gonna start with the glue. The glue is peach preserves. Believe it or not, the taste of the meat and the peach preserves, that savory and sweet taste in your mouth, you just want to savor it forever. These are freshly cut red onions. Now we're gonna do a little lettuce. You give tomatoes on the top bun right here. What's missing on here? The burger. Ouch, that's hot right there, thank you. Who doesn't love crispy bacon? There we go. And of course it oozes out the side, but that's just the way it is, okay? When you cook a good burger and it doesn't ooze, forget it. This is Patrick's Roadhouse Clover Burger. Take a bite. It's so good, you gotta get here and try this. It's fantastic, honest to God. Forget it, this one's mine.
Melts all together in your mouth and keeps you wanting more.
You have cheddar on it, the patty's cooked perfectly. You get what you want in a burger and a little extra.
You'll notice I didn't put any ketchup on it. Our hot sauce, it doesn't need it. They say they're the best burgers in LA. Not even close. This is amazing.
So is the menu. I can't think of another Roadhouse that serves a patty with peaches and a taste of Old England. Fish and chips.
The only way to make fish and chips, and my father figured this out, is to have wild-caught Icelandic cod. That's all we use in our fish and chips. If it's not available, we don't make it. The English people come here and they go, listen, don't tell the Queen that it's better at Patrick's Roadhouse than it is in England. So in the beer batter is flour, light beer, Mexican oregano. We're gonna dip the cod into our beer batter. Nice thick coating right there. And then, give it a little bit more. Oh my God, that feels so good. I want to bathe in that. Here we go. We're gonna do 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna drop it right there. Don't put your fingers in there.
It only takes about 10 minutes for this catch to get crispy.
Of course, what's fish and chips without tartar sauce? All right, we'll put that over there. Right on top of the fried. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? So look, Here it is, our beer batter fish and chips. This is the real Roadhouse experience.
Notice how it steams when you open it up? Just beautiful, moist. I mean, the color on it is translucent. I don't want to put it down. I want to keep eating it. It's delicious.
It has a good spice in it and homemade tartar sauce.
The beer batter on the outside keeps the fish fresh and tender inside.
I'm not kidding you. It's the crunchiest thing that I have ever ate.
Every epic road trip takes a turn for the unexpected, and you can count on surprises when you pull into Patrick's.
Aside from the fact that the food is really good, you meet really interesting people here.
Your bucket list. Santa Monica Pier, Hollywood, Patrick's Roadhouse. This is an experience that you will never forget.
There's nothing like a country road to take you home or carry you to a country kitchen like you'll find tucked away in Columbia, Tennessee. Marcy Joe's Meal House and Bakery is on Highway 431, 40 miles south of Nashville.
It's, part of the old Nashville highway. And that's where the best places are. They're on the old highways. If you stay on the interstate, you're never going to run across a place like this.
It looks like a yard sale crew up here. No offense on your decorating style.
Marcy Gary and her brother, country music star Rory Feek, opened the Meal House in a rickety old mercantile with Rory's late wife and singing partner, Joey.
Y'all come on in. My wife was the baker.
Yep.
And you did all the cooking, and I did the plumbing and electricity, which is why it looks so terrible and doesn't work.
The showstopper at Marcy Joe's is Rory's overall breakfast.
It's kind of a country mismatch of a bunch of things because I am a little bit of a mess.
And people love it because it comes from Rory and then it's the overalls because that's all he wears.
These are our angel biscuits that we make our Rory's overalls with.
They have flour, sugar, salt, and shortening, but what makes them heavenly is buttermilk and yeast.
And this is what makes them fluffy and beautimous. Keep it a little bit thick, that way they get a little bit more fluffier. We make tons of angel biscuits here at Marcy Joe's, probably 200, 250 a day. All right, so we're gonna take these and we're gonna let them rise for about 30 minutes, make them beautiful and puffy and gorgeous, and then we're gonna stick them in an oven at 350 for about 18, 20 minutes.
The angel biscuits open wide because Marcy piles them with a devilish mix of pretty much everything.
It's got sausage, eggs, and then the homemade gravy, which is a sausage gravy.
It's just chunked full of sausage.
And then we sprinkle cheese on top. So it's kind of like everything together.
So now you know why everybody comes to Marcy Joe's and keeps coming back to Marcy Joe's.
I had never had anything like it. Kind of like a shock when it was set down in front of me because it was just everything all put together. But it was absolutely delicious.
The angel biscuits are truly angel biscuits. They're very light, fluffy, a little bit of that buttermilk taste to them. Sausage gravy you can't beat. Put some eggs on that, a little bit of cheese, pile it all up in a big pile. I mean, what do you say?
My husband even said, okay, I think I probably should have gotten that. Probably your caloric intake for the day, but awesome, totally worth it.
Angel biscuits aren't just for overall breakfasts, they also make pillowy pecan sticky buns with a surprise inside.
Always tell people that they're changing lives and then changing hips at the same time. You get the pecans in the pan. You're gonna take the melted butter and the syrup and you're gonna pour them right over top the pecans.
Each biscuit is stuffed with a surprise, cream cheese coated in cinnamon sugar.
And then we're gonna stick it in some melted butter, put it back in the sugar, and kind of stick it back into the button pan. These go in the oven at 350 for about 30, 35 minutes.
They come out ooey and gooey and oh so good.
Marcy Joe's pecan sticky buns, you can't beat them.
People tend to take shortcuts with sticky buns that they make nowadays. There's definitely no shortcut to that sticky bun we had this morning.
I did not know that it was actually the biscuit that I was eating with my gravy over. But with putting the cream cheese in the middle and the pecans around, it just made it delicious.
It was marvelous.
Both the kids loved it. I loved it. We had a hard time sharing it.
Don't worry, kids. There are plenty of sticky buns to go around, but there's only one Marcy Joe's Meal House, and you'll have to hit the road to try it.
It's that small town, Southern charm, good folks. It represents a lot of the good things about Southern hospitality.
Twisting and turning along coastal cliffs, California's Highway 1 is one of the most scenic and sumptuous drives in the country. South of San Francisco, in the quiet town of Half Moon Bay, you'll find a great spot for a dining diversion. Hop on the train to Tasty Town.
It's so cute! The little caboose.
And it says Dad's Luncheonette, so immediately the name brings a sense of home, and you're curious.
Oh, thank you.
Chef Scott Clark is the dad of Dad's Luncheonette, and his partner Alexis Liu is the mom.
Our daughter was the inspiration for Dad's Luncheonette.
Scott had a really hectic schedule, and we didn't get to spend much time together. Once she came into the world, our priorities changed.
Scott switched from his fine dining focus to food that was more family-friendly.
We want this place to be somewhere that everybody can bring their kids of all ages.
I'd say the menu is concise. There are 7 items on the menu. We try to incorporate the community in Half Moon Bay as much as possible.
The bread is sourced from a local bakery. All of our ingredients come from farmers nearby.
I think that's really how good food happens. It's when you really focus on every component of everything and just make it balanced and taste good.
Right at the top of the mini menu, you'll find Dad's signature specialty, the hamburger sandwich.
The beef comes from a ranch right down the street. It's grass-fed and grain-finished.
That local beef is cooked in butter for a good sear and topped with white cheddar cheese. No big buns for this burger. Scott uses slender slices of white bread, grilled in more butter.
Personally, when I'm eating, I'd rather enjoy something that can fit in my mouth.
This butter-grilled trifecta is completed with organic eggs. Scott wanted a special sauce for his sandwich, so he told Ketchup to hit the road and made his own.
We use what we call dad sauce. It's a mixture of Meyer lemon, black pepper, and a little bit of local honey.
And for crunch, local lettuce and pickled red onions. And if that's not enough comfort food for you, he serves it with 2 comfy sides: house-made potato chips and mac and cheese with a dad's twist.
We're doing a little bit of puff wild rice on top to kind of simulate that texture of breadcrumbs you might get at home. This is my take on classic roadside California fare at Dad's Luncheonette.
Eating this burger, you can tell that someone actually cared when they were making it. Everything is cooked perfectly every time.
The first time I had it, I made a giant mess of myself because the egg just oozes everywhere, and just like, that's what's so good about it.
You got the crunch from the pickled onions. It's perfectly tart, as well as the fresh lettuce.
Dad's sauce, it's a tangy sort of delicious thing to balance all the fat in the rest of the burger.
It's my favorite hands-down burger in the whole world.
One nice thing about being on the highway, easy access to fresh fruits and berries from local farms. Must-haves for his ever-changing blondies.
Oh, we always have a blondie on the menu. This week is a strawberry and pink peppercorn blondie.
It starts with brown sugar and white chocolate mixed with eggs. Why white chocolate, Scott?
I wanted it to be like strawberries and cream.
Scott adds lots of melted butter and flour to the mix, and he mixes. And mixes some more before pouring it into cast iron pans.
I really like using cast iron pan because it gets a really nice crust on the outside and then leaves the inside really tender and gooey at the same time.
He swirls in strawberry pink peppercorn jam and adds Meyer lemon zest.
The final step in the process is black pepper. Just adds another layer to the dessert. It's gonna go in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes or so.
A pan full of these special blondies. Okay. I'll take one for the road.
This decadent strawberry white chocolate blondie is definitely worth a trip down Highway 1.
When you take a bite into the blondie, the outside is very crunchy because it's cooked in a cast iron skillet.
And then there's the strawberry element that gives this gooey consistency inside.
It's soft and it wasn't too sweet, so it was a nice finish to the burger.
It's a dream in your mouth, yeah.
For driving diners in search of fun, family-friendly food, Dad's is your destination.
It's kind of the quintessential American experience. You know, you drive up and you get good food, friendly people.
The menu may be small, but the food has big flavors. Just ask this satisfied customer.
This is what happens when you put down a burger, a blondie, and a mac and cheese.
To find fantastic food, sometimes you have to drive off the beaten path, like in Philadelphia. The city of brotherly love is known for cheesesteaks. But take a trip across the tracks to the south side, and you can sample a sandwich that's been drawing crowds since 1930. John's Roast Pork.
We're from San Jose, California. We basically came about here because we heard from friends that lived in Philadelphia about this place.
If you want a good eat, you come here. You want something cheap, you come here. You want something that's unique, you come here. You want something that the locals eat and they love, you come here. Just as simple as that.
John's has been a Bucci family business for 3 generations.
I'm Mom. And I'm John, and we are the co-owners of John's Roast Pork. My grandfather came here in 1918 with literally the clothes on his back and a suitcase, settled in South Philadelphia, did what he knew best, how to cook.
It's not called John's Cheesesteaks for a good reason. The roast pork is perfection.
The cheesesteak's a big South Philly trademark, but when it comes to eating real food, you have to know where to get a good roast pork.
It starts with a picnic of pork, also known as the shoulder.
It's very big. It's 22 to 25 pounds. You need a lot of seasoning. My dad used to say, if you're thinking, if you put enough salt, add more salt. And we have ground black pepper, just a little bit, not too much of rosemary, because it's very pungent. These, I'm not going to tell you what they are. Again, this is almost 100-year recipe. And it's our family's legacy, and it's just a lot of goodness that really brings out the taste of the roast pork, okay? Just like that. And it's basically just putting it back together again. You see, you have to tie it up, so when we go to slice it on the machine, everything stays together real nice. After putting these in the oven at 325 for 6 to 7 hours, they'll sit in there for maybe another hour at 110. And here's our roast pork, cut nice and thin. If any thinner, it would fall apart. It's just beautiful.
He babies those beauties in a nice warm gravy bath.
Put a layer of sharp provolone on the bottom. This is the pork gravy, and then we put a little spinach on it. Here's the finished product, the famous John's Roast Pork Sandwich that we've been making right here since 1930.
The meat actually has like a nice peppery kick to it, which I love.
We're originally from North Carolina, and I was never expecting Philly to have amazing pork like this. Sharp provolone really gives it that edge and that kind of like oomph that you need in a sandwich.
Gravy they put on is really adds to the flavor of it. I mean, it really does bring everything together.
I would absolutely drive from Florida to Philly to get a roast pork. As a matter of fact, I did drive from Florida to Philly to get a roast pork.
After a long drive, one might not be enough. So John serves his own meaty, cheesy version of Philly's signature sandwich, the cheesesteak.
People always ask me, what differentiates your cheesesteak that makes it the ultimate cheesesteak in Philadelphia? And the main thing I think is that we just make it fresh. Here's our Spanish onions. We put them down, add a little oil. And then here's our loin tail, which in my opinion is the best for sandwich steak. And so what we do is we put a little onions from the bottom on top. This way when you flip it, the hot grill doesn't burn the steak. I'm adding American cheese, and I think American cheese is the best because it's creamy, has a great texture. We fold the cheese in almost like it's a pocket, so you'll have cheese and steak all around. So then you go to the roll and scoop it out real fast. So this is John's Roast Pork famous cheesesteak, and it is amazing. It may take a little while because we make every one just for you, but believe me, it's worth the wait.
The This is probably the best sandwich I've ever had. When I first bit into the cheesesteak, the cheese was like melted in the onions and the steak and everything just mushed together and it was amazing.
It's like the cheese is throughout every bite, so it's delicious.
We're from Utah, and we made a special stop for this cheesesteak.
Wherever you're coming from, the path to sandwich perfection leads to Philly's South Side. And that's the last stop on our tempting tour. When it comes to exquisite eats, just head out on the road and let your appetite lead the way. Hop on our tasty time machine. Because we're taking you on a culinary adventure to the past.
This is a sight.
We really like to do things the old school way.
It looks exactly the same now as it did the first time I ever came in here.
We'll be nibbling on nostalgic noshes.
Reminds me of my childhood, but like with way more flavor.
The egg cream is the way it was when I was a kid growing up.
From Grandma's meatloaf.
On a scale of 10, it's probably a 20.
To a 100-year-old po' boy shop.
Everything just melts in your mouth. Can't get enough.
Your newest obsessions are also your old favorites.
Perfect.
So warm up the flux capacitor and tune up your nostalgic taste buds. Winters may be frigid in Minnesota, but you'll warm up fast with a meal that'll bring you back to your childhood in the oldest diner in town, the Bandbox Diner.
I think the Bandbox is a blast from the past. I mean, just look at it.
And Brad has a real affinity for such time-honored treasures.
I'm living in a 100-year-old church building. Of course, I like the funky old diner down the street. I came in and introduced myself to the owner. I said, "You ever think of selling this place?" And I took over the Bandbox in 1998. We really like to do things the old school way.
It reminds me of my childhood.
From the burgers to the omelets to the sloppy bros, I just really like everything I've eaten here.
And that's all thanks to Brad's old school flair.
I'm the grease magician here at the Bandbox Diner.
And one of the more magical morsels Brad's cooking up is every busy parent's go-to meal. But this ain't your dad's Sloppy Joe. It's the Sloppy Bro.
Everybody's mom made Sloppy Joes.
So you pop open a can like Mom did?
No cans here.
Brad makes everyone to order right in front of his customers. He starts with some chopped green pepper and white onion, and then those beautiful beef patties go right on top.
We're using 100% black Angus beef. I grew up in the Midwest, so this is the kind of meat I remember from my childhood.
This sloppy sandwich deserves a beautiful sauce. What do you got for it?
That's the bro sauce.
The Bandbox Bro Sauce is ketchup, hot sauce, and sugar for balance.
I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's time to cheese them.
There's only one cheese good enough for this sloppy bro, and that's classic yellow American. And when it's time to bun the bro, things get a little, well, sloppy.
A little bit sloppy's okay. The messier a sandwich, the more they like it. We have a hybrid here of an egg bun and a brioche bun.
The sloppy bro is no lone wolf. Brad serves it with a side of thin-cut fries.
We're using our red potatoes for our French fries. They're looking great. Nice and golden brown.
These fries get a good shake of salt, pepper, and paprika.
Sloppy bro beats a Sloppy Joe any day. It's sloppy, but good.
That's delicious. It's just spicy enough to make me sweat. It's comforting, but better than my mom's.
The bro sauce is a taste sensation you've never had before. It's amazing.
It reminds me of my childhood, but like with way more flavor.
Brad's got more than one throwback burger on the menu. And this next classic is the patty melt.
I loved patty melts when I was a kid. Now, what more could you really want?
It's like a mouthful of memories between two slices of bread.
After I flip the bread here, I like to throw the cheese on because the hot bread will help start melting the cheese. 2 cheeses, Swiss and American. There's something about a Swiss cheese that's kind of old-fashioned. It's kind of a dad cheese, you know?
While the cheeses are melting, Brad drops sliced white onions on the patties and lets them caramelize.
Once we get about halfway through cooking, I only like to flip once. Well, this morning I'm making a couple patty melts. One for me, and one for me.
Come on, you gotta share. Or maybe not. He cuts his patty melts on the diagonal, just like his mom used to.
And some house-made fries to round it out. Here's our patty melt. Make you feel like a kid again. Do I look eight?
Best patty melt I've ever had.
I like everything from the crisp crust of the bread to the beef, and there's 2 cheeses.
My favorite part about the patty melt is how sweet the onions are.
I'm the patty melt king. I pretty much eat patty melts every day, cook real juicy beef. I gotta eat some more of this patty melt.
The Bandbox Diner has been serving up old school fare for 80 years, and customers will be eating up their classic creations for a long time to come. The Big Easy is known for music, Mardi Gras, and food. And in Mid-City New Orleans, you'll find Parkway Bakery and Tavern. It was first opened in 1911 and is the oldest family-run po' boy shop in the city.
When you roll in Parkway Bakery, you're doing the same thing them guys was doing 100 years ago. I mean, this place has not changed. The Timothy family had it from the 1920s all the way until 1995. The guys were getting old. They put it up for sale. Luckily, my uncle bought it to make it a tool shed. Something gave him a calling to open this place back up. And now I have my mother, I have my brother, I have my sister, and I have my whole family that keep this place going. And it's gonna keep going long after I'm here.
It's old style. You feel like you got thrown back 50 years into the past.
It is truly Mid-City. It is uniquely New Orleans.
Every time we're in New Orleans, we definitely make a stop here. The food is amazing.
Hey! And the dish that people keep coming back for is the classic roast beef po' boy.
A New Orleans roast beef sandwich is like your grandmother's pot roast, right? It's just falling apart.
Justin uses a chuck roast because all that fat will melt down and mix with the seasoning and gravy for some unforgettable New Orleans flavor.
We just season it with salt, pepper, parsley, onion powder, garlic powder, and we know what our grandmother's roast beef tastes like.
A roast beef po' boy is all about the gravy. And this gravy has onion, parsley, garlic, and whipped mushrooms.
This thing, you don't have to watch it, you know? You just walk away from it, go to sleep, come back the next morning, it's done. I mean, this really psychs me up because this is what dreams are made of. We're gonna start with the mayonnaise.
This po' boy gets fully dressed with lettuce, tomato, pickles, and Swiss cheese.
And then, this is that roast beef that we've been dreaming about. I put it in the oven, I dream about this when I wake up. My dream comes true, baby.
But it would be a nightmare to serve it without a side of cheese fries.
I turn an average fry into the dopest concoction you can ever imagine.
One blanket of Swiss just isn't enough.
You gotta layer it because, you know, cheese fries are meant to be cheesy.
After they get covered in cheddar and sent to the broiler,
we're about to make a mess.
Justin piles on roast beef, dripping with flavor.
You know, I wish you could smell it and I wish you can taste it, but I'm glad you're not here because I'm gonna smell it and taste it. This is the same gravy and the drippings that we cooked in. Look at this thing. How am I gonna eat this without getting messy? Well, there's almost no way.
How do you eat it without losing half of it on your shirt?
I can't do it, and personally, I don't care. I wanna take a gravy bath. We ain't playing around. Look at it oozing out. That's what it's about. Welcome to New Orleans, baby. There's no clean way to eat this.
Elbows on the table. Elbows on the table. We just went right in. The bread is soft, the meat's tender. It's got a lot of flavor.
Very crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. Absorbed a lot of the gravy. That's very good.
The roast beef at Parkway Tavern is just as good as my mom's.
The combination of the roast beef and the melted cheese fries are real good. Everything just melts in your mouth.
I gotta dig in. I can't help myself.
While the roast beef is a classic, New Orleans is known for its shrimp. And Parkway's Golden Shrimp Po' Boy really shines.
When it comes to the shrimp po' boy, size matters. And here at Parkway, we use big white Gulf Louisiana shrimp.
These shrimp get a coating of corn flour, salt, pepper, and a hint of cayenne.
And we shake this little bad, do a little dance right here, and there it is. When this bad boy comes out the fryer, it's gonna be off the chain. This shrimp's gonna dance in your mouth all the way to your tummy. It's gonna be yummy.
Then cue the music, and let's hit the disco.
Rub-a-dub-dub, fried shrimp in the tub. It's about to go down. Now we're gonna put the remoulade sauce on.
This combination of tartar, cocktail, and hot sauces is gonna make your tongue dance with delight.
All right, so we're gonna flip it. This is the tricky part. Boom. This is a New Orleans shrimp po' boy the way things should be done. A blast from the past.
It's a monster of a po' boy. Oh my God, shrimp everywhere. These are so stinking good. The shrimp are perfectly coated and seasoned. It's perfection in a bun.
This po' boy is the grand of shrimp po' boys. The shrimp is great. They're nice and juicy, tender. They're seasoned well. Can't get enough.
You gotta come to New Orleans, and when you come to Parkway, the building's gonna give you a big hug and bring you in, and then we're gonna set you down at the bar, we're gonna slide you an ice cold beer, and we're gonna give you a nice warm roast beef sandwich. You might even see me. That's worth something.
We're headed to Chicago to check out an old school Jewish diner.
It's very nostalgic. I feel like I'm brought back into a different time.
Among the museums of South Loop, Chicago, is a virtual museum of old school diners and delis, 11 City Diner.
11 City Diner is an old school diner, delicatessen. We've got a 1961 soda fountain. Then we've got the candy counter. And there we've got some of the old school penny candies. It automatically brings you back to that time.
I don't care how grown you get, when you see candy, you start smiling.
It's just very nostalgic. I feel like I'm brought back into a different time. Growing up eating Jewish food, it feels like home.
The portions are huge. They're enormous.
And this place is full of edible nostalgia.
But I think it's not reinventing the wheel. I was really inspired to put out a menu, incorporate a lot of the old traditional fare when delicatessens first started to be on the rise so many decades ago, and make a giant sandwich that makes your eyes go, ah.
Growing up in a Jewish family, Bradley got his love of food watching his mom and aunts cooking together.
It was like this big thing that everyone did at all the holidays. I learned an appreciation for the love people put into making the food.
One dish that you'll want to devour as soon as it hits your table is a plate full of deep-fried nostalgia.
It was originally inspired by these Chinese restaurants that would pepper the north side of Chicago in the 60s and 70s. And there was this big revival of these Polynesian appetizer dishes where everything was fried. So it was only fitting that when it was my turn to open up a diner delicatessen, I did my version of the poo-poo platter.
Bradley's includes two Jewish staples, kreplach and latke. His latke starts with about 20 pounds of shredded new potatoes.
We're adding in our seasoned mixture of granulated garlic, onion powder, little salt, little pepper, shaved Parmesan, parsley for color, and a little secret ingredient we call love. What we kind of like is more of a hand-pounded potato. Gives us the right consistency as we form those patties. Now is the right time that we're gonna bring those eggs into the mix.
He also adds Japanese breadcrumbs to help bind the latke and give them some crunch.
I'm happy with the texture now. If it's too thin, it's gonna fall apart. If it's too thick, it's not gonna cook all the way through. Ooh, look at that latke. We're gonna hold it up, and if it sticks together, we're good to go. Boom, perfect latke.
He also makes some kreplach, which is kind of like a Jewish dumpling.
Ask me about my kreplach.
Okay, tell me about your kreplach.
We use a thick pastry, and we're using a braised brisket inside of it.
He coats each piece of pastry with an egg wash to help seal in the filling.
When biting into a kreplach for the first time, if you've never had one, it's got this crunchy outside, it's got a doughy, slow braised brisket on the inside. Who doesn't like kreplach? Raise your hand. It is time to pinch. All right, so now that we're all pinched off, it is time to boil and fry.
The latke and the boiled crepe block go for a dip in hot oil.
All right, we're looking good.
These golden girls get served with sour cream and applesauce for dipping.
This crepe block is stuffed with a bunch of brisket, and it's delicious.
The latkes are really crispy outside, soft inside. Really good.
It has a nice crisp to it, but when you bite into it, you can really taste the smooth potatoes, which is really good.
It's addictive. It's very addictive.
I'm pretty sure I could get addicted to deep-fried meat and potatoes, too.
This is out of sight.
But at 11 City Diner, you've got to try the dish named after the owner. It's Reuben's Reuben.
When we decided to do our Reuben, it was only natural that we thought we should combine both our corned beef and our pastrami.
The seeded rye bread is the first to hit the griddle and gets a coating of souped-up Thousand Island dressing.
The corned beef and pastrami is already cooked, so we're not really cooking, we're really bringing the meat and the sauerkraut up to temperature. Sauerkraut's where the whole Reuben kind of comes from.
This Reuben is served open-faced with a layer of melted Swiss cheese on top to bring all those flavors together.
Yeah, it is absolutely plating time. I'm very happy.
After a sprinkle of paprika for color, he plates with a side of fries and a half-sour pickle.
This is the Reuben's Reuben. If it's possible to be in love with a sandwich, then this would be one of the sandwiches I'm in love with.
And Bradley's not the only one crushing on this beauty.
My mouth is watering right now. I want to dig into it.
I don't know what to eat first.
I know, right? Ooh, that is good, Curl.
It's good.
The great thing about the 11th City Diner is I don't have to decide between pastrami and corned beef. It just melts in your mouth.
Look at that cheese. It's holding everything together.
11 City Diner is dripping with the classic taste of yesteryear in a restaurant filled with nostalgia. Known for being one of the friendliest cities in America, Nashville is the perfect home for the historic Big Al's Deli and its friendly owner, Big Al.
I got a haircut and I shaved. Just want to let you know. Nothing better than to see my customers happy. They feel at home here.
It was so good.
This is a good hugger right here. But the funny thing is, some people get so comfortable, they think that it's actually their home.
Al is one of those new friends that feels like old family.
It is like you're showing up at a friend's house. A friend that you're excited to go to because the food is always so good.
A lot of my customers tell me that it's like a blast from the past.
It reminds you a lot of Grandma's kitchen. My grandmother made great fried chicken and green beans, and that's some of the best food that Al does.
I'm just right in the middle of a residential neighborhood. This building has been here for over 100 years, and I live right behind Big Al's Deli. And it's a double-edged sword to live so close.
Because you're always working?
Time to make the biscuits. Just put one foot in front of the other.
And those biscuits go great with Big Al's hot chicken.
I like anything hot and spicy. That's my taste buds. The first layer of heat is with ghost pepper and cayenne pepper.
More big flavors are added, like granulated garlic and Cajun seasoning.
Now is the secret ingredient. It's hot, but I like it because it has a sweetness to it, and it's going to really explode in your mouth.
That chicken is taking on a lot of heat. And after a quick flour dredge, it's ready for the fryer.
My portions are big, so you're gonna get 2 pieces of chicken. Now we're gonna go to skillet beans. Skillet beans are baked beans and black beans and barbecue sauce, a little chili powder, a little ground beef. So it's close to a chili, but it's not. Don't do 1 spoonful, you get 2, 2.5. Everything's big at Big Al's Deli.
All that food crowds on to the plate. But why does the coleslaw get its own big bowl?
Because I hate mixing hot and cold together. It just doesn't go together. Here's a plate of Big Al's hot fried chicken with skillet beans and coleslaw and a biscuit. Food so good it'll make you want to slap your mama and kiss Big Al.
Al's Hot Chicken is different because it actually reminds me a lot of home growing up in North Carolina. It's not the same like everywhere else, and the heat isn't actually overwhelming. It's perfect amount of heat.
It's got a good base, it's got a good spice, and it's really moist and got a good flavor, and the biscuit and coleslaw is always good here.
Al's Hot Chicken has just enough kick to it that you like feel it in the back of your throat. And then his skillet beans, I don't know what he puts in them, but they're so good.
It's full of flavor on the inside, and it's got a nice crumbly texture on the outside.
It's perfect.
Another perfect dish you'll need help finishing is Big Al's meatloaf.
Meatloaf will bring you back to your childhood. I don't care if your mama made it or your grandma made it, you will be back in time.
For this flashback recipe, he starts with ground beef.
Diced tomatoes add the acidity that blends in all the flavor.
He adds ketchup and eggs, and in Big Al style, a lot of minced garlic.
I love garlic, because garlic is good.
Herbs, spices, oatmeal, and Worcestershire sauce give it tons of flavor. And adding water in the pan keeps it moist while it's cooking.
Which makes a very delicious meatloaf. Now that the meatloaf's out of the oven, you can see that it has a nice crust on top. You can smell the herbs. It's absolutely wonderful.
Big Al ladles on marinara sauce and a sweet barbecue sauce.
Customers always say, I can't tell my mom or my grandmom, but your meatloaf is better than theirs. This is an actual portion of what you'll get at Big Al's Deli. 95% of my meatloaf is sold with Big Al smashed potatoes and green beans. It's like that 1-2 punch of Batman and Robin. They go together.
Even Batman and Robin had Alfred. So this meat and two gets some corn cakes.
Take one bite of my meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans, and I promise you, you're gonna feel like a kid again.
He's got oats in there, which gives it a really nice texture, and then it's just slathered in this really flavorful sauce.
Big Al will fill your belly, warm your heart, and send you home with leftovers.
Come to Big Al's, have a good meal and a good time, and that's what life is all about.
With its cable cars, brick streets, and open-air market, this foggy city feels like a throwback to simpler times. And in the heart of San Francisco is a cafe serving treats that will transport you. We're stepping back in time to the 20th Century Cafe.
It's a cafe inspired by the cafes of Budapest, Vienna, and Prague. Once I had been to the cafes and seen the culture, I was like, I've got it. This is my new life.
She took that inspiration and transformed an old laundromat into an old world oasis for her customers.
When you walk through the door, you are transported to another time and place.
Really feels like a blast from the past. Everything from the lighting fixtures to the food itself.
So evocative of a certain time, and it is mirrored in the food.
My husband says my desserts just jump in your mouth. I knew it would be a hit. I didn't know it was gonna quite be the runaway hit that it has been.
And the dish that keeps San Francisco buzzing is the 20th Century Cafe's Russian honey cake.
What makes our honey cake so special is it has two kinds of honey, garden variety, wildflower honey, and then we burn some of the honey. You might think this would be a sweet cake with so much honey, but the burnt honey actually brings the sweetness back to a very pleasurable level.
Michelle adds sugar and butter to the honey mix and cooks it gently over simmering water.
Once we have this all melted, the eggs are added and our secret ingredients are put. And now we will add the perfect amount of flour to support all that delicious honey. I love making this cake.
The batter gets spread out on parchment paper to make 10 identical cakes.
I love desserts. It all kind of speaks to me. This is the 10th layer. They only bake for 7 minutes. It's the one thing about this cake that doesn't take much time.
Once all 10 layers are laid out, she sends them to the oven.
We have our layers cooled. Before we put this cake together, we're going to make our delicious frosting. But what makes this frosting so light is we start with cream.
Check it.
Michelle starts whipping the cream until it has soft peaks, and then she adds more caramelized honey.
It's ready. Let's make this cake.
She creates the layers with equal parts frosting and cake. Once the cake is frosted, she sprinkles on crumbs that she prepared from the same cake.
Okay, Here we have 20th Century Cafe Russian honey cake to transport you to another place in time.
The honey cake is just so delicious and fluffy and sweet, but not like that over sweetness.
It's incredibly nuanced, and it's floral, it's citrusy.
It's like one of the best desserts, hands down, that I've ever had.
The honey cake may be the perfect dessert, but why stop at just one? She also makes an Austrian cafe classic, the Mohnkuchen.
This is a poppy seed cake, and this is not a poppy seed cake like a lemon poppy seed cake with a few poppy seeds in it. This is a cake of poppy seeds.
And she's not kidding. Instead of flour, she uses a full pound of ground poppy seeds.
To make the cake, the first thing I do is to cream butter, sugar, a little salt in there too. Now that the butter and sugar is nice and light and fluffy, I can add the poppy seeds. It is ready to add the egg yolks. We're going to whip our egg whites to stiff peaks, and we are going to fold it all together.
She gently spreads out the batter in the baking pans to form flat, even cakes. Well, so much for being gentle.
These cakes are now ready to go into the oven. So this is the lemon curd that we use. We make it with Meyer lemons, and we put eggs, sugar, and then we whisk in soft butter. And that's what gives it this very luscious texture.
She stacks layers of cake and lemon curd and garnishes with powdered sugar and candied Meyer lemon.
This is the Mohnkuchen. It's a delightful bite from the past with a hint of magic from Northern California.
Even though it has an Eastern European root, it ties in the Meyer lemon, which is very Californian. It is surprisingly sweet and has a very good texture to it.
You don't really have that texture of poppy seeds, but you definitely have the essence, and really nicely complemented by the lemon that was in there as well.
I had them on Kuchen, and I can't help but smile when I eat it.
And nothing puts a smile on your face like treats that are baked in tradition, like the ones 20th Century Cafe serves up. Known as the city that never sleeps, New York City is home to a restaurant that never changes, the Lexington Candy Shop.
Lexington Candy Shop was first opened in 1925 by my grandfather, and we're keeping it going the way things used to be. When you walk in, you know right away you have gone back in time.
And after 4 generations in the family, their customers are like family too.
We have customers that have seen him grow up. You get people that come in, they're like, I haven't been here in 40 years, hasn't changed one bit, and you see that smile on their face, and that's when you know that you've hit them in a great way.
Thank you, John. This was my favorite place as a kid, and it looks exactly the same now as it did the first time I ever came in here.
Love the fact that this is one of the old vestiges of New York City.
I'm a born and bred New Yorker, so whenever I feel nostalgic, I love to come here and have like this burger or a milkshake.
And that nostalgic classic is the Lexington Candy Shop Butter Burger.
Everybody loves burgers. We've been doing it the right way for the last 90 years like this.
This certified Angus beef patty has just enough marbling of fat to add tons of flavor.
While that gets cooking, I gotta tell you, this is one of the first things my father let me cook here. The most classic cheese to put on a burger is American cheese. So when you say cheeseburger, you're talking American cheese.
But it's not the cheese that gives this cheeseburger its name.
When you put that bun on top, it goes into all the nooks and crannies. Let me tell you, you take that first bite, you can't shove the rest of the burger in your mouth fast enough. That's how good this is.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, the butter makes it fantastic.
This mouth-watering masterpiece gets paired with the quintessentially classic New York drink, the egg cream.
It comes out of our 1948 soda fountain. It used to be an egg in it, but they got rid of it. Now nobody puts an egg in it. First, we add half and half. It gives it a creamier flavor. We add the seltzer, and then we add a couple of squirts of our homemade chocolate syrup. And voila, we have the perfect New York City egg cream.
That house-made chocolate syrup makes one fine-looking egg cream.
I personally prefer vanilla, but that's me.
The
Butterburger is terrific. Chocolate egg cream is great. There are very few places that make a classic egg cream the way it was when I was a kid growing up.
The bite of the burger is seared on the outside, nice and crumbly. The bread is toasted but nice and soft. This is perfection here, right here. Look at that. Excuse me if I seem too excited, but it's a dynamite burger.
The chocolatey sweetness of the egg cream and the savory goodness and buttery of this butter burger, just the best combination, and they make each other so much better.
Luckily, perfect pairings aren't a thing of the past.
When you want the classic experience, you gotta come to a place like this. And people love seeing New York the way it was.
One of the best things about this place is it is a piece of history, it's a piece of New York, and it has not changed.
I'm glad this place is here.
1911 was a great year for Pittsburgh. They were making half the country steal, the Pirates were in third place, and the original Oyster House was born. Back then, women weren't allowed in the bar, but now Jen Grippo is the first female owner.
The original Oyster House is the oldest bar in the city of Pittsburgh.
Really? The oldest?
We are. We are celebrating 147 years of business.
I've been coming here probably over the last 50, 60 years. I don't think it's changed over the years, and that's what I like about it.
Whenever you step into the Oyster House, you definitely feel like you're stepping back in time.
My dad used to sit and tell me about his dad eating oysters and it all running down his father's face when he was a kid.
And the original oyster is still the most popular item on the menu.
Get them while they're hot.
It all starts by mixing salt, pepper, seafood seasoning, and garlic powder.
Oyster juice is the most important thing.
Breadcrumbs are slowly added to reach the right consistency without diluting the flavor of the oyster juice.
The mix is done. We're gonna take some oyster dough here, make a nice little ball. Take our oyster in here.
The original oyster is a select oyster from the Chesapeake Bay.
If the dough isn't the right consistency, the oyster will shoot out of the dough.
The last thing we want is a shooting oyster. So the whole thing gets another dusting of breadcrumbs to seal it all in.
This is the last bit of our batch.
After a swim in some hot oil, they get a splash of house-made spicy vinegar to bring all those flavors together.
These are the original oysters, only found at the original Oyster House.
The breading's tangy with the spices, and when you get to the oyster, it's like finding a little treasure inside the treasure chest.
It's like a hush puppy born in the water, you know? It's phenomenal.
Every time I come down here, I get a fish sandwich and an oyster. I've been eating it for 50-some years, so it must be pretty good.
The golden original oyster has some whale-sized competition, with another seafood favorite, the jumbo fish sandwich.
We always start with our eggs first. That's how we do it here in the Oyster House.
Jen combines salt, pepper, and sugar. Flour and water get added to create a super thin batter.
Our fried foods are very light. We look for a nice, thin consistency.
To make this a sandwich you can't refuse, they don't use just any fish. This is the codfather.
The fish is so massive that it literally falls off the sides of the bun.
They cover that colossal cod with breadcrumbs from the same local company they've been using for the past 50 years.
Now that our famous jumbo fish is breaded, we're ready to take this to the fryer and cook it up so we can eat it.
These 50-year-old fryers have cooked up thousands of jumbo fish sandwiches, and each piece of cod is deep fried to crispy perfection.
Our famous jumbo fish has now been cooked to the perfect golden brown. We are gonna build the sandwich the way that I prefer to do it.
Jen likes hers with lettuce, tomato, onions, and house-made tartar sauce, with coleslaw and fries.
Scooping the coleslaw. And there we are. Now I'm ready to eat. That's the best fish I've ever had.
This is really a jumbo sandwich. When it came out, it was spilling over the side of the bread.
I usually start by eating around the edges, and once I get that under control, I'll dive into the middle.
It's big. It's not too big. The fish sandwich is delicious. Best in town.
The breading of this fish sandwich is spectacular. It's crispy, and the bun is also good. Want to bite?
The original Oyster House is swimming in deep-fried tradition, and they're planning to be serving Pittsburghers for a long time to come.
I think if the Oyster House survived 147 years, why can't we do another 147?
There's plenty of new restaurants throughout Atlanta, but the one you really want to try is pretty old. Matthew's Cafeteria has been serving Southern soul food since 1955.
My father started Matthew's. It was the first restaurant in the town.
And Mama Matthews has passed down the family tradition to her son, Michael.
This is old Southern American food. It's like stepping back in time.
And the food isn't the only thing that hasn't changed.
Still got my fraternity swoop going.
And Michael's old school haircut is just the beginning.
It reminds you of a Sunday dinner at your grandmother's house.
It is like going back in the 1960s.
Lived here my whole life, and my earliest memories are from Matthew's.
This is the definition of Southern cooking.
And the dish that defines Southern cooking is country fried steak. Matthew's has been serving it for 63 years.
This is a badge of honor in the South to be able to do this correctly. My mother made this a lot, so this kind of takes me back to being a kid.
He starts with eye-round steak that's been tenderized.
Take me down. Now for the fun part.
What makes this country fried steak is the meat is dredged in seasoned flour, then dipped in an egg wash, and then back into the flour. It's the same coating used for country fried chicken.
We're going dry, wet, dry here because that is going to make the perfect country fried crust. All right, we got them all dredged. Country fried steak is nothing without its gravy. A good gravy starts with good meat drippings.
He adds flour, salt, pepper, and cold water to create a roux.
You don't want any lumps, right? Nobody wants gravy with lumps, right? You never know. So you want to stop a little short with a little water in the pot so you can adjust. Touchdown. We're ready.
Now that the gravy's done, the coated steak does a touchdown dance in the deep fryer.
You can see one here trying to escape, but he stands no chance. This is the South right here. Can you fry country fried steak or not?
I guess we're about to find out.
And look at that. That is exactly what I wanted it to look like. All right, we're done.
The steak may be done, but this dish wouldn't be complete without a veggie. You know, to keep it healthy.
The top layer of awesomeness, fried onions.
Fried onions on fried steak.
Why not?
No arguments here.
Let's put it together and get it on the line. I mean, come on, look at that. That's hard to do, man.
After 63 years, it looks like practice makes perfect.
Matthew's Cafeteria country fried steak, the way it always has been, the way it always will be.
It's very true Southern. The gravy and the onions just absolutely enhance the flavor of it.
You have like this nice crust with the gravy on it, you know. And then when you bite into it, the meat is soft and tender.
My mother made the best, but Matthew's is the closest that I've ever had. Crispy on the outside, nice and tender, and juicy on the inside, just like you want it.
It's kind of like a little party in the mouth.
Amazing.
You don't have to wait once a year for a Thanksgiving feast, because every Thursday, Matthew's Cafeteria bakes up turkey and dressing that puts everyone's appetite in a holiday mood.
We start with day-old corn muffins. The older, the better.
Sweet corn muffins will soak up chicken stock that's been simmered with celery and sweet onions.
I'm getting a smell like I'm a little kid at my grandmother's house for Thanksgiving.
Cream of celery and cream of chicken soups are mixed in along with sage, garlic powder, and pepper.
If you were trying to cook this dressing without the eggs, it would just be a runny mess. It wouldn't set up on you. You can listen to it, believe it or not, and it'll tell you whether it's right or not.
And what's this batch telling you?
I nailed it.
After baking for an hour, the dressing is ready to meet the turkey.
Ah, look at that. That is unbelievable.
And nothing beats the savory smells of Thanksgiving wafting through the air.
We're gonna shred this up. It's gonna be like flavor overload. So let me bring in what most people would say is the star of the show, which is the gravy. There it is, Matthew's Cafeteria, turkey and dressing, Thanksgiving in a pan.
The turkey and dressing is probably some of the best you'll ever eat around here. They make a cornbread dressing, and that gravy is just awesome.
Oh, this is great. The cornbread mixed right into with the turkey. It's very old-fashioned, but good. I'm glad that they kept it around.
The turkey and dressing in Matthew's is so moist, and it's tender and flavorful, and I love the gravy.
I cannot make it this good.
And as long as Matthew's Cafeteria is cooking Southern delights like Grandma made, there's no need to.
I think you need to come to Matthew's to get a taste of the Old South, the way food used to be done.
We've had a blast taking you on a trip through the past at some vintage restaurants.
I feel like I'm brought back into a different time.
So the next time you're hungry, don't think trendy, think crispy, crunchy, jump in your mouth classic, and savor the nostalgia.
These are so stinking good.
Food halls are where you can have it all.
There's so much delicious food here. It's absolutely insane.
Get in my belly.
Ooh. We're talking truly authentic soul food.
You can't fake this.
The crispiest fish tacos.
They taste like they're homemade.
And the creamiest ice cream possible.
There are no words to explain how good this is.
And that's barely the beginning.
They have everything. You can get oysters, you can get beer, wine, ramen, ice cream, Asian food, their sandwiches.
Salty, it's spicy, it's a little fatty. Juicy, juicy burger.
Your senses are going to explode.
It's great.
Food halls are like temples to the joy of eating. Where else you gonna find that?
Only in America.
This is my food paradise.
Right?
When you walk the Beltline in Atlanta, at some point, you're gonna want to stop and refuel. Luckily, you can find pretty much whatever you're craving at Krog Street Market.
Diversity in this market is really kind of what creates the experience at Krog Street.
There's so much delicious food here. It's absolutely insane.
Diet's just down the drain.
Out the window.
With world-class chefs serving up all types of cuisine, this is definitely not your grandma's food court.
I love the chicken at Richard's. I love the Philly cheesesteak at Fred's. I just love the food here.
There's pretty much anything you could want in here. There's ice cream, there's Asian food, there's sandwiches.
At Krog Street Market, the world is definitely your oyster. But who needs oysters when you can dive into the local delicacies at Richard's Southern Fried?
Richard's is definitely a winner.
Chef Todd Richards may have some James Beard nominations under his belt, but that doesn't mean he won't loosen it for some down-home cooking.
I'm a fine dining chef who loves to cook really delicious fried chicken. Fried chicken is the quintessential American food.
Eat a whole bird's worth, or mix it into gooey gloriousness with their Wednesday special, Hot Chicken Mac and Cheese. Todd's flavor base begins with gluten-free flour that brings crispiness before it goes on a tour around the spice world.
Curry, ginger, cumin, chili powder. Fried chicken is the most universal food in the world. We want to represent all the cultures together.
Pre-brined thighs bathed in the multi-culti melting pot.
What I like to do with the chicken is make sure that there's enough flour on both sides of it. Chicken thighs have a lot of crevices in there, and if you don't get it in there, you'll get a soggy piece of chicken. If your hands are not dirty, you're not cooking.
Can you share your secret for crisping up chicks?
This is my bird cage. It's really important we use the pressure fryer for this because we want it to be juicy. And it allows us to drop it really deep down into the fryer. So when we pull it out, you have this golden brown, delicious, moist fried chicken.
The chicken thighs go from out of the fryer and into the fire.
I'm covering this chicken completely in sauce. I want every bite to have these beautiful hot spices. We gotta chop it.
The sauce-free thighs also get the chop. We'll see those in a sec. Then Todd turns his attention to the cheese sauce.
The first thing I do is put the heavy cream into the saucepan.
Then Fred pours in a fiery addition to the cream.
The reason why I mix cream with hot sauce is to quiet that cream just a little bit so that the cheese actually stands out even more.
Chef Todd thickens with cornstarch, then adds some unexpected seasoning. Our non-saucy chopped chick from before.
That's the seasoning for the cheese sauce. We're really going for something unique, something that makes it our own.
Feels like this cheese sauce is missing something. All right.
We use sharp cheddar here, so it gives that bite, that depth of flavor, almost like nutty butter. There's enough cheese in here to stop a horse.
A little noodling, then the mac makes its way to a cast iron skillet where a caramelized crust forms in the oven.
Now that's what mac and cheese is supposed to look like.
Looks even better on the plate. So do our spicy sauce thighs.
From the home of the Dirty Bird, hot chicken and mac and cheese.
It's so cheesy and good, and there's flavors in there that I've never had in mac and cheese before. It's awesome.
Oh my God.
The chicken is so juicy, moist, but at the same time has such a nice kick to it. The burn to it is just so delicious and amazing. I need a moment, I'm sorry.
It is so crispy and so good, and the mac and cheese is so stinking cheesy. Look at that, it's just like hanging.
It's delicious. Like every time you take a bite, you get a different sensation of flavor.
Is it rude to lick your fingers afterwards?
No, do it. Lick them. Good half a dance.
Before you groove on over to another Croc Street stand, check out Todd's childhood fave, loaded potato wedges.
I really love this dish because it takes me back home being with my dad and my mom again.
Todd builds these loaded layers from the barbecue spice spuds on up.
We want to have height on this so that people around you can be jealous of you eating really delicious fried chicken.
Our fried chicken spiked cheese sauce gets an encore.
My dad was the master of using things twice in the kitchen, so you want to drizzle that cheese sauce all the way around.
Sour cream adds a nice tang, then chopped bacon.
You cannot have loaded potato wedges without bacon.
Or green onions. A little more of that heat, and...
Spuds and birds. This is how we do it in hot Atlanta.
The batter that's on it is just what I'm obsessed with here.
It's not just like a heavy potato dish. There's spice, there's cheese, the green onions, which are so bright and fresh. It's so good.
These potato wedges are on fleek. For real. The jalapenos add a little kick to it, but it's just a little zesty. My stomach is happy. I'm great.
I'm going back in for some more. It's just delicious.
I think I'm gonna have to start coming twice a month. I think I can handle it.
We got a lot of stretchy clothes. I think we'll be all right.
Food first, run deep here at Croc Street Market. It's where the cast iron stove was created in 1889.
And then later on, it had a few different lives. One of the lives was Tyler Perry Studios.
Today, culinary innovation continues, including the spectacular sandwiches crafted by fine dining guru Todd Ginsburg at Fred's Beaten Bread.
I realized I could do the same level of execution and care for the ingredients that I was doing in these fine dining white tablecloth restaurants in a more laid-back environment.
Every time we come to Croc Street Market, we're like, what are we gonna eat? But there's not really a conversation because we don't ever make it past Fred's Beaten Bread.
Fred's is absolutely life-changing. If you like cheesesteak, you have to go there. I will ride on the treadmill for an hour just so I can have a bite of one.
Fred's, named after railroad magnate Fred Krog, mingles the magical flavors of the U.S. melting pot into stuffed sandwiches, like their Korean cheesesteak.
The cheesesteak is salty, it's spicy, it's a little fatty, it's kind of everything in one.
Chef Todd translates Philly to Korean with the house-made gochujang sauce, made from sriracha, soy sauce, and sesame oil.
It's really nice, goes with the meat. A little fish sauce for a little pop. It offers that heat, a little bit of saltiness from the soy, a little bit of punch and pop, and a little bit of funk from the fish sauce. Woo! That's got some kick.
As do jalapenos, which get their temper tamed by sweet, sweet sugar.
We're gonna coat the jalapenos. The jalapenos have enough liquid to make sure that the sugar attaches to it. Catches some people off guard, but we like that. A little heat for some heat.
While the sugar and spice sets in, Chef turns to our cheesesteak star.
This is half of a certified Angus beef ribeye. The ribeye is the OG of cheesesteak from Philly.
Angus beef settles in for a shave, followed by a short sear on the flat top.
There it is. Just a nice little sizzle. So it only takes about 45 seconds. You don't get browning on it. You just want to cook the meat through so it's still nice and juicy. I'm gonna add some sauce to it now. About 5 good tablespoons. One more for good measure, maybe another one. This is gonna really bring that heat. And we're gonna start melting the cheese.
American melds with Korean as chef steams his house-made hoagie roll.
Soft and steamy on the inside, crispy on the outside.
Meat and cheese ready to send.
Look at that cheesesteak. That is what I'm talking about. Delicious. We're gonna garnish it with some scallions and our candied jalapenos. About 1 for every bite. A little extra spice, a little extra sweetness. Fred's Meat and Bread Korean Philly cheesesteak. Krog Street's best all-in-one sandwich.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Wow. Got some bite to it. That's awesome. It's got the nice ribeye, some creaminess from the cheese, and just a little hint of heat on the backside.
The cheese really pairs well with the Asian spices, and somehow the fusion just works perfectly.
That is so good. The candied jalapenos here have like an interesting crunch to it, but it also brings a sweetness, and the sriracha plays perfectly with it, so you get a little bit of that heat. I'm definitely not sharing this.
I got the vapors. That candied jalapeno is sweet, but it packs a punch. Woo!
For flavors closer to home, get familiar with Fred's Pimento Cheese Club.
I think this sandwich would have gone really well with other cheeses like Monterey Jack or Pepper Jack, but in the South, you gotta use pimento cheese with fried green tomatoes.
Glad this New Jersey native knows his proper cheese placement.
We got a nice creamy cheese here. This is gorgeous.
Sliced green tomatoes bathe in buttermilk.
We use green tomatoes here in the South because they're not so sweet. They got a little more acidity and they hold up great to frying.
Then get their cornmeal crust.
They're nice and covered in cornmeal, so now they're gonna go for a hot oil bath.
Honey wheat gets toasty on the flat top.
So I got this bread nice and golden. We're gonna take a little bit of this spicy mayonnaise and we're gonna spread it liberally on both sides of the sandwich. You can see the chipotle pieces in there. Give it a nice little smokiness.
Todd slathers on pimento cheese, followed by our light and flaky fried green tomatoes.
Some of my favorites, roasted poblano peppers that have been charred, peeled, and warmed. Don't be shy with the bacon. Boom. This club is bringing pimento cheese to a whole nother level.
Oh my God. That's good.
Get in my belly. The bread is amazing. Oh my God, it's so fresh. The bacon is crisp and the fried green tomato is perfect. It's super crispy on the outside.
The creaminess of the pimento cheese just coats the sandwich. It's terrific.
If you could put like Georgia into a nutshell, this would be the sandwich for sure. It's all the best things about the South.
I'm double fisting, sorry.
Any way you slice it, Fred's Meat and Bread is a winner. You can find any type of food in the world in New York City. But for almost all the cuisines the city has to offer in one place, Gotham West Market is the spot.
We love Gotham Market!
New York is a great cultural place to try different food from around the world, and you can do that right here at the Gotham Market.
You can't beat the amount of good neighborhood spots condensed into one little amazing food hall.
They have everything here. You can get oysters, you can get beer, wine, ramen. I come in here every single week.
Why not? Even if you ate here every day, you'd still find something new to drool for. Especially at Ivan Ramen Slurp Shop.
I don't know how your microphone is, but you didn't hear any noodle touching my lips. My history with ramen is I'm a classically trained chef, but my passion is Japan. I've been sort of studying the culture and the language of Japan for 35 years and just sort of became obsessed with ramen.
American Ivan Orkin had a crazy dream to open up his own noodle shop in Tokyo.
It was sort of a great gamble because who would think that a white dude from Long Island would be able to open a successful noodle shop in the heart of Tokyo?
All right, there you go. The gamble paid off. Now this noodle ninja is back home in NYC, serving up superb bowlfuls like the Tokyo Shoyu Ramen.
One day I went to a ramen shop and I tried this very clean, light style. And it turned out it was what they called a double soup style.
Double soup style means exactly that. A mixture of two different broths together. For this shoyu, he'll show you how it's done, starting with a basic chicken.
My ramen is so simple. It's just this chicken soup. That's it. We take these whole chickens, they go right into the boiling water here. We keep adding water, we keep skimming to make sure it's done right.
6 hours later, it's pure poultry flavor. The perfect complement to his distinct dashi.
Dashi is basically the building blocks of Japanese cuisine. It's based on seaweed and bonito, which is a type of tuna.
It's mixed with dried anchovies and squid in a kind of seafood tea bag. But what if fish makes you flinch?
It's not fishy. It's this very, very smooth, round, smoky broth.
The dashi simmers and stews.
We bring them up to a very specific temperature. We remove them, we skim it. A good bowl of ramen is just overloaded with umami. It's why you like it so much.
To create that umami, Ivan combines the broths in a bowl with shoyu, aka soy sauce.
I made a soy sauce sort of essence that kicks the whole thing up another notch.
Ivan designed his own noodle recipe that uses rye.
I engineered a noodle that would stand up to the broth so it wouldn't soften so fast. I don't want to have a soup experience when I'm eating at a noodle shop. I want to have a noodle experience.
Completing the experience, salty pork belly and an egg sliced with fishing line.
I don't use a knife because the yolk will stick to the blade. This is the Ivan ramen, shoyu ramen, with a 6-minute egg in there, man. It's great.
In Asian cultures, slurping isn't rude. It's like high-fiving the chef. Let's learn the art from Ivan himself.
You have to pull it out from the bowl. And the old guys in Japan never use a spoon. They always drink it from the bowl.
Nice slurp. Ooh.
To me, it's nice.
They deliver?
Oh, yeah. All those flavors together. Salty, sweet, bitter, tangy, sour. Just amazing. A bowl of steaming, hot deliciousness.
The broth is very rich in flavor. It's not too salty or overbearing, and the egg is cooked to perfection.
These noodles are extremely smooth and tasty. I feel like a kid again.
For flavors closer to home, nosh on Ivan's Asia-fied deli classic, the New York pastrami.
It was fun that we came up with this way to bring a little bit of New York into this ramen experience.
Perfectly spiced pastrami crisps up on the stove, but instead of Jewish rye, Ivan uses a Chinese bao bun.
We season the outside with a little bit of black and white sesame seeds. We'll take our bun, open it up, a little bit of this meat, stuff it in there. It's fun to have an overstuffed sandwich. This is New York after all.
And every deli sandwich needs slaw and mustard.
This is the Ivan Ramen Slurp Shop pastrami bun, real New York.
This is the best pastrami I've ever eaten.
The mustard inside's not really soaking into the bread, so you still get that flavor on top of the pastrami, so every bite you're actually getting the mustard, which is incredible.
The most flavorful pastrami. It's like a street sandwich with all the good stuff in it.
It's good pastrami.
Ivan's Slurp Shop at Gotham West Market is ramen goodness at its slurpiest.
Keep on slurping.
Pretty much any cuisine you crave can be found at New York's Gotham West Market. Except maybe a boring old piece of pizza. Why not grab some grandma-style goodness at Corner Slice?
Corner Slice just knocks it out of the park.
There's just a special love that they bake into it that you don't get anywhere else.
Hey.
Can I try this sausage Bianca?
Yeah, of course. Really makes me feel good when people come in and try it and they say, it tastes like my grandma made it, tastes like my mom made it.
It's actually made by brothers, Mike with the help of Pete.
For us growing up together, it's like we have a lot of the same food memories.
That's the best part. Family flavors made by family. Doesn't get better.
The Bergman Bros add nuance to traditional New York flavors, like on their oniony opus, the sausage Bianco. Their crafty crust features flour flown in from Vermont.
We're spending a lot of dough on dough.
As well as a 48-hour ferment.
Fermenting it for 48 hours really just helps develop flavor, similar to a sourdough bread.
Pete portions the dough, then rolls it out into a rectangle.
Inside's really light and airy, just like a nice loaf of ciabatta bread.
While the dough takes a deep breath, Mike makes their creamy ricotta-based white sauce.
This is like the base of all of our white pies. It's really nice ricotta on its own, but to make it a little more spreadable, we put the cream.
He gets old school with olive oil, then keeps it fresh with the zest and juice of a lemon.
We're not trying to be super Italian, we're trying to be super New York.
Tell me, what's the spread on that cheese sauce?
To have it covered and no more. You want just enough to bring that flavor across.
The cheese conversation deepens with mozzarella, provolone, pecorino, and grana padano.
The pecorino and the grana add a little depth, a little funk.
Then it's filled out with homemade fennel and pork sausage.
I really like when some of it is bigger pieces and some of it's smaller. The little ones really cook and get crispy. The bigger ones stay a little juicier.
Caramelized onions are enhanced by garlic oil.
That's my favorite part, so I want to have that little extra flavor.
Then the pizza takes a quick trip to the very core of Corner Slice.
This is the Rolls Royce of pizza ovens right now. Oh yeah. This is real New York flavor.
A little effervescence in the form of EV00.
Spicy, bright, adds a little richness. It's really nice. This is the sausage Bianco, classic New York flavors done right.
The crust is perfectly charred. It's calling my name. It's saying, Franny, eat me right now.
The dough is very, very soft. The sausage is flavorful. Great spices, and the cheese is delicious.
The crust is baked perfectly thin. You get a good helping of sausage on this pizza, too. They don't hold back on the ingredients.
Oh, my God. Fennel sausage is amazing. Spicy, cheesy, it's meaty, it's oniony, and it's amazing.
Corner Slice corners the Gotham West Market on making sure no one leaves hungry, just like Grandma.
I'll probably take a few slices to go.
I was gonna grab a pie, actually. Yeah, you wanna do that on the way out?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
If tomorrow lands you in Anaheim, why not visit the happiest place on the other side of town? A food kingdom known as the Packing House.
Well, it's the last orange packing house in Anaheim, and it was converted to a lot of independent businesses.
This is a unique food hall. There are no chain operators here. We wanted people who came here to Anaheim to know that they're in a special and a unique place. We have carefully curated every mom and pop that's in here, and George's represents American food in the best possible way.
George's was one of the first places to open in the Packing House, serving Southern classics to nourish your soul.
If you were to picture soul food, it would be this meal right here.
Eating here is like eating at Gretchen's house.
Gretchen is Gretchen Shoemaker, who opened George's restaurant with her daughter, Nika. So why isn't the place named Gretchen's?
This restaurant is the legacy for George Shoemaker, my husband.
78-year-old Gretchen's been cooking since she was a kid, but got in the restaurant game at an age when most people would be getting into an easy chair.
It was really inspiring to watch my mom do this. An entrepreneur at 74 years of age.
A lifetime dream, I'm telling you. Only in America. could this happen?
And only at George's can you get this 100-year-old version of smothered pork chops.
We love pork chops. This is the way my mom cooked it. I was always raised around food. And I had a husband that loved my food. It's just home cooking, cooking with love.
George's favorite chops begin with pork loin that's marinated overnight in a blend of southern spices. They get just a quick dredge in flour.
Shake almost all your flour off of it, as much as you can get off.
And those chops are skillet ready.
Looks great. The color, just make sure it gets heat through the pork chop, because pork, you gotta cook.
Gretchen begins building a savory sauce with the chop's smoky cousin, bacon.
Bacon means flavor, and I mean good flavor.
Onions and garlic add a spicy bite that Gretchen tames with some house-made chicken broth. Then it's on to the liquid gold, heavy cream.
See how nice and thick the gravy's getting? If George was alive, he could eat this morning, noon, and night.
Gretchen readies a platter with two sides, a black bean and cheesy mac combo, and her famous mashers.
Homemade mashed potato, not that stuff from the box.
Chop, chop, gravy, gravy, gravy.
Oh my God, look at that. That's beautiful.
Beautiful and filled with soul.
Here it is, George's pork chops with a side of love.
I love the gravy. It's very rich, very creamy, a lot of flavors in there.
You can really taste the tradition in the pork chops. You can't fake this. Everything from the bacon to the bacon gravy to the chili and the chili mac, you can tell is made from the heart, made from scratch.
This is soul food in Southern California.
Be sure to save room for Gretchen's jambalaya.
I'm gonna talk while I'm cooking and tell you little things. I might even throw in some things you'll say, where did that come from? But it's gonna come from me.
She begins with a saute of the Cajun Trinity, along with a dash of history.
I had a little catering business, and my husband and I used to get up at 2, 3 in the morning and cook. We'd have the radio blasting, and when the Temptation or Rue Ross came on, we danced.
We ain't too proud to beg for more flavor from the chicken stock, garlic, and another break from traditional jambalaya inspired by husband George.
Some people probably use tomato paste. I use the tomato sauce because that's what George liked. Oh, it looks fantastic. See?
A roux thickens the sauce, and while it simmers, Gretchen pan-fries shrimp, Cajun andouille sausage, and chicken with her favorite spice, cayenne.
It's got a little smoke, and it's got a little spicy. That's our secret to this sauce.
The smoky, spicy meats meet the sauce, find their way to the bowl, and get a crown of garlic rice.
Gretchen's jambalaya, and come and get it.
I have trouble articulating that other than a simple me like.
You like spicy food, the sausage in here is perfect. It's just that right amount of spice.
I don't know what she does to the rice, but it is so good.
Yeah, you're eating too much of it. This is mine.
You got a bite of sausage there and garlic, lots of garlic. The rice and the tomato sauce in it. Cannot get this anywhere else besides George's restaurant.
From the halls of Grandma's house to the food halls of Anaheim, soul food is packed with generations of deliciousness and something even more precious.
You know, most people think that soul food is only African American food. It's not. Soul food is anybody that cooks with love. That's what I do. I cook with love.
Food choices range from serious to amusing in Anaheim, where the Mexican restaurant Urbana has become a major attraction at the city's new food hall, the Packing House.
We have mom and pop eateries here that present about every country in the world. And Urbana is authentic Mexican. I mean, they have brought family recipes here.
Mexican food is everywhere in SoCal, so owner Javier Cuadra and chef Ernie Alvarado knew they had to do something different.
I did my high school in Mexico, and that's what made me want to open something with more of the central Mexico flavors that you would never see in California.
All of our food is inspired by Mexican street food. We just put our Urbana flair to it.
That flair ignites into a flame when applied to the Urbana burger. Ernie grinds the prime grass-fed beef by hand, nailing the proper fat-to-lean ratio.
A lot of natural flavor comes from the fat. And you just want to enhance it with a little salt and pepper.
No mechanical patty makers either. Everything is kept mano a mano.
If you don't get dirty, you're not doing it right. It's always important to have a thick patty because you want to taste the meat.
Indeed we do. So let's get cooking.
So you like a little bit of flame to seal the burger. It locks the flavor and the juices inside. That smells so good.
Cheese-wise, we're going Oaxaca, sort of a Mexican version of string cheese, except...
This ain't your mama's string cheese.
Oaxaca cheese is like a drier and sturdier mozzarella, so it really clings to the meat.
It melts around it, and it adds a little bit of salt to it.
While the cheese gets gooey, Ernie further expands the Mexican flavors by grilling chorizo and Grandma's secret seasoned onions. An egg is Ernie's own bit of flair, as is a toasted brioche bun. That gets a serious serving of cilantro-y aioli. A base layer of chorizo cradles the burger, then some lightly dressed greens for acidic contrast, sweet sauteed onions, and the sunny side of the street food. Hand-cut spiced fries and a serrano pepper complete the fiesta.
World famous Urbana burger.
It's a little messy. It's so good though.
This is not your typical backyard patio burger.
I love eggs, so I think getting a nice big bite of that, just having the yolk drip down into all these ingredients, it kind of activates everything else, so it's really good.
The combination between the ground beef and the chorizo itself, it's amazing.
It's nice and cheesy and just juicy, juicy burger.
Urbana also brings urban sophistication to a seaside favorite, Baja Fish Tacos.
Our famous Baja tacos. This is like a gourmet street taco.
The gourmet transformation begins with a batter built with Mexican beer. Ernie, why does beer make batter better?
You need the bubbles to get the crunchiness and the puff of the pastry, and then the beer adds a little bitterness to the fish.
Season with a little S&P and let's unveil the fish. Oh no, he didn't. It's Ono.
There's a lot of fish in the ocean, but Ono is my favorite.
Makes sense. Ono is a Hawaiian word that means good to eat. And once this Ono is battered, it's good to go in the fryer. Ernie griddles some house-made tortillas to puffy perfection. He tops them with crisp red cabbage, adds the flash-fried Ono, and fresh-made spicy aioli. Pico and guac make these tacos quite a catch.
Oh no, it's taco time.
Oh, wow.
It's really good. That chipotle really hits me right off the bat. But it's not overpowering, it's just perfect. And when you get that bite, it's kind of like you want more, you just keep on going, it's amazing.
Right out of the gate, I love the crunch on the taco. Perfectly coated, and all the flavors are extremely fresh.
You get the freshness of the tortilla, the freshness of the fish. The guacamole is phenomenal.
I love these tacos. It's the perfect amount of spice. The spicy aioli. It brings out the flavor of the fish. It's not Mexican, and the sauces just, they taste like they're homemade.
This is what a SoCal taco is all about.
Some of the most authentic food you'll find is in the hollowed food halls of the Anaheim Packing House, where it's most definitely a very small world.
When people think about good Mexican food, they think about going across the border. Right next to it would be here.
To become one with all the great eats that have made Cleveland such a great food town, make a pilgrimage to the neighborhood of Ohio City and the Westside Market.
It's literally like walking into Cleveland's Temple of Food, but it's, I think, a national treasure.
The Westside Market is the oldest indoor-outdoor market in the city of Cleveland. You're gonna see the culture of Cleveland. You're gonna see what embodies the backbone of our city.
When it first opened in 1912, the 137-foot clock tower could be seen throughout the neighborhood. And the 44-foot ceilings give the whole hall a cathedral-like feeling.
As soon as you walk into our market here, your senses are going to explode.
You're gonna look up at our vaulted tiled ceiling. From there, the smell will kick in.
Clay Koskar cavalierly runs the Westside Market Cafe, and he may just have the best job in Ohio. Every day he gets to cook with the greatest ingredients this hall has to offer, in dishes like the cafe's pierogi melt.
One of my favorite parts is taking my walking excursion through the market, getting my goods for the day. Can I get some pierogies today?
Sure.
How about like 4 dozen?
Sure, no
Thank
problem.
you. They look beautiful. Thank you.
Awesome.
Have a good day. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
This is my food paradise. This is what Cleveland's all about.
This is Cleveland on a sandwich.
For those who don't know, what's a pierogi?
A pierogi is a delicious, stuffed wonderfulness.
Care to elaborate, Clay?
It's a pastry filled with mashed potatoes, sharp cheddar cheese. You get them from Perla Pierogies right out in the market, fresh every day. We fry them up nice and golden. They're fantastic.
While those reach peak pierogi crispiness, Clay toasts up 2 slices of rosemary rye bread with creamy Munster cheese on top.
While that Munster is melting, we're gonna add some sauerkraut to the grill. We heat it up to go with that sandwich.
The fried pierogies get an additional crunch from a pit stop on the flat top, and Clay stacks that Polish power play on the plate.
We plate them with our house-made potato chips. Serve them with a side of sour cream. The best of the Westside Market, 1 sandwich.
Oh, yes, buttery, juicy, fresh potatoes. The dough is outstanding. And the sauerkraut, I do believe, is locally made here in the city of Cleveland. This sandwich is a killer.
Right. The potato is kind of like your grandmother, who's sweet and nice, but not fun. And then the sauerkraut gets in there, and it's all like, let's really bring the heat up on this, and let's really make this a fun time.
I've never had a pierogi in a sandwich before. This is really terrific. Wonderful sandwich.
There's a lot of cheese on here for me. I love cheese. It's very delicious.
So I love the combination of the potato and the sauerkraut itself and the way that they play it. I think the rye is actually a really important aspect of it too.
There's nothing better than a homemade potato chip.
That is awesome. That is a Polish fun sandwich right there. Delicious.
If you just can't wait to get home to experience all the great tastes of the Westside Market, the cafe here has you covered.
Yeah, no, it's great that it's all bought right there through the doors inside the Westside Market.
On a dessert quest at Cleveland's Westside Market, if you follow the foggy trail of vapors, your sweet tooth will be richly rewarded at Piccadilly Artisan Creamery.
Piccadilly is all about really rich and creamy ice cream, handcrafted using liquid nitrogen.
It's crazy because it's something that you never actually see. With all the smoke, looks like a science project being made right in front of you.
No, really. It's like wave your arms around exciting.
Load away.
But Piccadilly isn't just about bringing a 21st century process to this 150-year-old food hall.
We thought about bringing really great locally sourced ingredients together with a really neat, unique, and captivating experience. We work with farmers within the Cleveland and Northeast Ohio area. We love to partner with some of the other vendors here at the Westside Market.
If I order a mint ice cream, it is actual mint. They actually steep their mint in their cream. No matter what you order, it's always organic products, and that's what gets me to come back all the time.
Since each ice cream is made to order right in front of you, Adrian loves the seasonal swing of his flavor palette. In season today, Piccadilly's Creme Fraiche with Raspberry Swirl. Before we get into ingredients, Adrian, what's so cool about liquid nitrogen?
Liquid nitrogen being poured into an ice cream base that has not yet been frozen will freeze it so quickly that ice crystals don't have a chance to form. You get a very rich and creamy ice cream. It is the creamiest ice cream you could make by the laws of science.
Must be one of Newton's laws of yumodynamics. Adrian begins his formula with creme fraiche,
which is the French version of sour cream. It's a bit richer and creamier. And that as a base of ice cream just gives you a wonderful kind of a 360-degree flavor. And then we're gonna add our ice cream base, which is milk, sugar, egg yolk, and cream.
Some more sugar, and then a tangy surprise.
We put a little bit of the orange and mango marmalade. I'll sprinkle a little bit of fresh lemon juice in there to give us a nice little zest that helps add to that tart kick to the ice cream. So you get sweet and a little bit of tart all in one.
Blend that all together, pour it in the mixer, and he becomes Mr. Blizzard.
Let's make some ice cream.
I think Adrian might have a stone-cold crush on liquid nitrogen.
Really great thing is nitrogen is organic, it's vegan, it's carb-free. Whatever your latest diet craze that you're into, nitrogen's got you covered.
Sounds pretty chill.
Now it's rich and creamy. It's perfect. All we need to do is add the raspberries.
He loads up a cone and tops it with a spoonful of hot, toasted strawberries.
Now there you have it, creme fraiche with raspberry swirl.
I'm tasting creaminess, loaded flavor. If this is vanilla, this is like vanilla out of the world.
This is crazy. It's hot and it's cold, like the strawberry filling. It's very good. It's a great mixture. But I'm all over this. This is great.
Does that sweet science knock you out?
It has a velvety texture to it that makes you want another bite.
It's super creamy. It's definitely a different texture, but it's really good. It's kind of between like ice cream and frozen yogurt.
Literally, it's so creamy. This one is just phenomenal.
This is the best science ice cream I've ever had.
With all the amazing fresh fare available at the Westside Market, peeking in on Piccadilly's foggy notion is must-see eating.
My diet's starting tomorrow.
What diet? I'm not worried about it.
America didn't invent food halls, but with all the abundance and freedom of choice, we sure perfected them.